r/IDontWorkHereLady, Episode 4. In no way am I wearing store colors or an apron. First time poster. Been lurking for a couple months. I've been reading this thread, amazed by the audacity of some people. But alas, I live in Canada, where most times people are apologetic when they mistake you. Or you help them, not realizing they thought you'd worked here. Lady. Just watch Hamilton. Suddenly big on commas. Warning, this story isn't that exciting or salacious. Anyways, I've been keeping myself locked up in my house because of COVID. Only going on for things when I have to. I go to a North American, orange-signed big box hardware store. The plywood I want is on a high shelf. Requires a forklift. I ask a staff member if they can get it down for me. He radios in for a forklift, and then blocks off the aisle with those extender gate type things. Cast. Me. Self-explanatory me. Wearing jeans, runners, a hat, and a t-shirt that is a version of Straight Outta Compton. RW. Random woman. Me. Standing by my cart, staring at my phone, waiting for them to bring the forklift. RW. How do we get out, Emmy? Oh, I think you can just move that gate to the side and walk through. RW. Looks at gate thingy. Well, is that where we're supposed to go? Me. I have absolutely no idea. But it's probably fine that you walk through and just close it when you get through. RW. Takes a closer look at me. Oh. I thought you worked here, Emmy. Nope, just waiting to get my plywood. The end. Totally Canadian story. But I do wonder, what about me made her assume I worked there, despite not wearing an orange apron like the actual staff? I'm a male POC, don't know if that played into it. I just looked at the actual staff, thought about what I was wearing, and have no idea why someone would confuse me for staff. Cheers. I am working, just not in the profession you're thinking. Very short IDWHL story. This happened to me yesterday. Was rather wholesome and didn't involve a Karen. Sorry to disappoint. I work as a courier for the major postal service in my country and drive around in a white load van to make deliveries. It's a rental and doesn't have any company markers down the sides. While walking up the driveway of a house to make a delivery, an older lady next door called out to me, "Oh, you know there's been a blackout, right?" Me. Not just in less than suburb we're in greater than, but also in less than insert 4 other suburbs here greater than. Oh, really? Well, you would know all about that. I then just continued my job and placed the delivery by the front door. Knocked and went back to my van. As I was walking back down the driveway, the lady said, "Oh, you're not who I thought you were." Me, chucking a bit, "Have a nice day." It's my assumption that she saw a white van and a bloke in a generic fluoro shirt in the middle of a blackout and thought that they were an electrician. As I said, short, wholesome and no Karen. Enjoy your day, D. A very short IDWH encounter, but I can establish some stuff at least. Okay, so a few things. This happened a few years ago. I worked for a certain grocery store and my wife worked for a different grocery store. She works at the store I do, in the same department. Her old store uniform was blue, and mine at the time was a blue t-shirt with store name. I'm on mobile. So while my wife was working for the other grocery store, I would usually come up for her lunch break before I went to work. She was delayed a bit, so I waited in the checkout lane that had trading cards in. Yes, I'm that kind of nerd. Some old guy comes up and asks if I'm gonna open the lane. I tell him I don't work there. I work for my company. And he walks away a bit grumpy. Not a long story, but the most direct IDWH story I have. Woman assumed to work at a Walmart when I was underage. So, when this story happens, I was about 15. So, in a way, I was almost old enough, I guess. And shopping with my little brother and my mom. Me and my brother were in the chips aisle. And I was putting back some chips my brother had been stocking into our cart. And this Karen came up to me. I was literally next to my cart and the conversation follows. Entitled Karen. Hello? Me. Hi. Can you help me find where the meat is? I point to the general area where the meat area is. Well, me, now starting to walk away, him. Are you gonna walk me over there? Me, no. What? Do you want me to take this up with your supervisor? Me, what? I will have you fired. Unless you escort me to the meat aisle. Me, I don't work here. You definitely won't work there when I'm done with you. At this point, my mom is coming back towards us to see what was going on. Mom, what are you yelling about? Mind your own damn business. Mom, I won't be minding my own damn business about a random lady yelling at my daughter. X's face turns red as she realizes that I don't actually work here and she walks past us towards the meat aisle. I figured that was the end of it and we finished shopping and started to check out. Nope. Karen is standing at the end of the checkout aisle with a smirk on her face with a man who looks like someone just stole a family heirloom from him and he caught them. That's the one. Entitled Karen's hubby. Hey. You. Me. What? I was tired and zoning out so I didn't realize it was the woman at first. Are you the one who refused to help and insulted my wife? Me. Do I know you? Don't play dumb. I have already called security and they will ban you from any Walmarts in this area for using verbal abuse against my wife. Apparently this Karen decided to claim I cussed her out and called her a lonely cunt after she kindly asked me to help her find the meat aisle. This grown woman was crying crocodile tears about a 15-year-old. The security guard comes up, looks me up and down, and then asks, "Did you call this lady a cunt?" Me, no. SG, okay. Security guard then literally just walks away. Nothing happens. I actually ran into her husband a few weeks ago at a Starbucks. He actually apologized about it and said his wife has gone crazy over the last few months with the quarantine and he's actually planning on ending the relationship. So, yeah. I know the workers and she's seen me around so I must work here. Exclamation mark. RL, random lady, NC, nice cashier, SK, stalker Karen. This is kind of long. So this happened a couple of years ago. My mom used to take me shopping with her every weekend. Because she has trouble deciding on what to get. I'll browse the racks and wince at the price tags if my mother doesn't need my help. I'll end up walking the whole store and doing rounds. Sometimes I'll hang around and talk to the workers. Especially in the jewelry section. Because they're always slow. My mom and I have been going to this store, Macy's, for so many years that we know a large majority of the workers. One of them is even extended family. The store doesn't really have a dress code other than looking nice, professional, and wearing a name tag. Sometimes the store is understaffed, and the checkout area will be empty for quite some time. I am wearing a nice dress because we had just come back from a special breakfast. This is important. After being in the store for 3 hours, my mother loves shopping. I was really tired and thirsty. I walked over to the checkout area and bought myself the water. Why are they so expensive? And a chocolate bar. I chatted with the cashier while she rang some women up and had a pleasant conversation. Women really like it when you compliment their purchase choices. My mom was in the fitting room during this time. The cashier told me that she had to step away to help someone in another part of the store, and that she'd be back shortly. It's no big deal. This happens often. My mom comes out with a large amount of clothes in her hands, and she hands me the ones that don't fit. Me being a perfectionist, I walk around the department and put back the clothes where she took them from. I was walking back to the checkout desk when a lady tapped me on the shoulder. I look older for my age. RL, excuse me, miss. Me, yes. RL. Hi, could I have some help? The reader isn't scanning the tag, and I need to know if this is the actual price. Me, of course. Here, I'll show you how to scan it. The lady was being nice, so I decided to help her. People usually struggle with getting the scanner to read the tags. I showed her how to do it and she went on her way. At this point, the cashier wasn't back yet. Another woman was standing at the checkout area and waved me over when we made eye contact. She looked to be in her 40s and had quite a few items. I looked around to see if she was actually waving at me. I walked over and politely smiled at her to hide my confusion at being called over. Me, hi, is everything okay? SK, yes, everything is fine. I'm ready to check out. She lifts up her clothes. Me, oh, okay. Well, the lady that was here went to go help out in another department, so you'll have to wait. SK, oh, well, can't you just ring me up? But you're already here. Me, Mom, I can't check you out because I don't work here. I would have already done so if I could. Smiles politely. SK, I'm positive you can check me out. Other people from different departments have done so before. I don't see what the issue is. Me, oh no, I don't work at Macy's, I just shop here. SK, you do work here. I've seen you here many times putting things back on the rack and talking to your co-workers. I watched you. Don't lie to me. You helped another woman earlier. You've been putting things back on the rack and helping other people. Me, sweating nervously, Mom, I really don't. SK, please just ring me up so I can get on with my day now! Exclamation mark. Me, Mom, I'm a regular. That's why you've seen me around. Besides, I'm not wearing an ID like the workers here do. SK, listen, I have to be somewhere soon. I would really like to leave. Since you continue to be uncooperative, I'll have to contact management. Please go get your department manager so I can leave. At this point, I'm panicked and looking around for my mother and the worker. I don't do very well when people yell at me, and my heart is beating out of my chest. I'm just trying to stay calm and keep my anxiety in control. To my luck, I managed to come into eye contact with the cashier from earlier and my mom. NC, hi, can I help you? SK, yes, I need to check out and this girl is refusing to help me. My mom looks at me in surprise. Mom, trying to hide her smirk, is she now? I'm so sorry about that. NC, nods in understanding. Okay, well, let's get you checked out. SK, thank you. Glares at me. You guys seriously need to retrain your staff. I've wasted too much time here already. I should be gone by now. The cashier is checking her out. NC, of course, Mom, I'll let management know. She waves goodbye and the lady leaves. After she leaves, my mom and the cashier both start laughing and I'm turning red from embarrassment. I explain what happened, and they laugh even harder. NC, looks like we'll have to give you a job here. Come back when you're 18 and we'll hire you. Me, laughs nervously. I don't know about that. TL, Doctor, Stalker Karen thinks that I'm a worker because she's seen me around the store and demands that I check her out. Going far enough to demand a manager because I say I can't check her out. The cashier comes to my rescue. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more Reddit content.